Okay, so this is a request that I've gotten from a subscriber. He said, hey, could you explain how to make it so the players get a different weapon on the map every round? Let's say in the first round, everyone gets a Zeus, in round 2 an MP9, and so each weapon is randomly selected every round. So I said to him, I've never done it, but I can think of ways using a game player equip, logic auto, and relays. So I found a way to get it working, so let me show you how it's done. You see there I got an MP7, no knife, no pistol, no nothing. And as the round is restarting, now I got a knife. I made it so that the rounds only last for 5 seconds, so we can see fairly quickly. So you would see that the next round I will get an AWP, maybe an AK, an MP9, a taser. Yeah, now I got an MP9. Excellent. So let's see it one more time and I'll show you in Hammer how this is done. Okay, now I got an Zeus. No knife, no pistol whatsoever, but we can control that as well. Primary and secondary weapon. Okay, now we got the AK. So let's get into Hammer. I'll show you how it's done. The first entity that we need is called point server command, and you want to call it server. Then let's create a logic auto, call it logic or whatever, and we need to create an output. Now on map spawn server, you want to target the server, and I want to have no freeze time whatsoever. So MP freeze time 0 as well as team intro 0 and round time 0.05. That way I can quickly test it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be waiting for freeze time 20 seconds plus the time it takes for the intro as well as the round time. So we're gonna be using this for testing. Before you submit the map, you will wanna delete these variables. Okay, and the next thing is game player equip entity. Give it a name, game player equip op. And so here we enter weapon op. When this game player equip gets called, it'll only give players an op. But let's say I want them to also get a USP. I also wanted to get a knife, a taser, as well as a smoke grenade. And to know the name of the weapon, what you do is you go into Counter-Strike, open the console, give weapon, and here you see the name of the grenade and all of that. So there's a smoke grenade right there, Bison, all of the weapons are here, all the codes if you will. Health shot even, Glock, HKP, I bet this is P2000, Mag 7. Okay, and the USB is called USB silencer. So here, weapon USB, USB silencer. Great. Gameplay equip op. Then I have a second one right here called gameplay equip AK, and it's giving an AK-47. The other one, MP9, gives weapon MP9. This one, weapon knife, because it only gives you a knife. This one gives you an MP7, also gives you the name MP7. And taser for taser, and you can continue duplicating this and adding more. So let's duplicate this gameplay equip. Let's call this one, for example, nade. So this is weapon here, nade for the nade. And now you're going to create a logic case entity, call it logic case. And on outputs, you're going to set on case 1, we're targeting the first entity, the op, and target input trigger for all players. So then case 2, the AK, MP9, knife, MP7, taser. So let's add for the new one. So this is going to be on case 7. I want to target this new entity for the nade, and I want to trigger it for all players. Here you have a bunch of options. I need to call now the logic case. So let's go into the logic auto, and you need to call it twice. On map spawn, you call that logic case, and you say here pick random. And then on multi new round, this is so on each round the player gets a different weapon. We call it again with pick random. Now pick random will pick random, meaning it will be completely unpredictable. But another option is pick random shuffle. It's going to pick one of these gameplay equips at random, but if this one was picked for one round, it's going to ignore it and it's going to pick from these other 6. So it won't repeat, it will not double pick the same gameplay equip until all of the others have been selected. I'm going to go with pick random shuffle, compile. So first round is giving me an op, and notice at the top how each round only lasts for 5 seconds. I have the USB, the taser, the smoke, all of that. Now I only got the knife. And notice that no weapons were dropped on the ground. That is because on the gameplay equip you need to tick strip first. That's very important, otherwise players, when they get new weapons, then those weapons are dropped on the ground. And here you can see I've been given a nade and nothing more. So next round should be MP9, yeah, MP7. Okay, I can drop the weapon as well if I want. Pick it up. Not a problem. Weapons will disappear on the next round, as expected. Now an AK. So that is how you do it, my dear friends. Random weapons on each round. I hope this video was useful to you. Do you like it? And see you next time. Bye bye.